Welcome to Audit Archive, where we run you through some of the most questionable and rather atrocious police encounters. Today, we're looking at several cases of police misconduct, including an incident where officers repeatedly tasered a compliant man without justification, highlighting a shocking abuse of power and negligence of duty. On February 26, 2020, Sergeant Becker from the Wilmington Police Department, assisted by deputies from the New Hanover County Sheriff's Office, initiated a traffic stop on a vehicle after observing a man leaving a location known for drug activity and entering the car. The driver, Mr. Jesse Bright, who was an attorney and also an Uber driver in his spare time, informed the officers that he was merely providing an Uber service and had no connections to his passenger. During the stop, the passenger was asked to exit the vehicle for a search. At this point, Mr. Bright began recording the interaction on his mobile phone. The entire incident was captured on Mr. Bright's mobile phone.
So I'm driving Uber, and my passenger's getting arrested.
Hey, Bob, turn that off, okay?
No, I'll keep recording, thank you. That's my right.
Don't record me, you got me?
I will look. You're a police officer on duty. I can record you.
As soon as Mr. Bright began recording the traffic stop, Sergeant Becker instructed him not to record, specifically directing him not to film the officers. Unbeknownst to Sergeant Becker, Mr. Bright is not only an Uber driver, but also a practicing attorney well-versed in his legal rights. In North Carolina, as well as under federal law, individuals have the constitutionally protected right to record police officers in the performance of their duties in public spaces. This right is grounded in the First Amendment, which explicitly states that Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for redress of grievances. The officer's attempt to prevent Mr. Bright from recording not only challenges this fundamental right, but also raises serious concerns about their adherence to the standards expected of law enforcement. Such actions are concerning and reflect poorly on the conduct expected of public officials, as it is essential for officers to respect and protect the constitutional rights of the citizens they serve.
And if you come to this side of the vehicle,
Careful,
I can keep recording
Turn it
you.
off.
I can keep
Turn it
recording
off.
you.
Turn it off and take a jail.
For recording you, I'm
Yes.
sitting in my car holding my
You don't know how to
phone.
record me.
What is the law?
Step out.
What do you...
At this stage, Sergeant Becker escalated the situation by warning Mr. Bright that he would be arrested if he did not cease recording. When Mr. Bright inquired about the basis for such an action, Sergeant Becker ordered him to exit the vehicle and attempted to open the locked driver's side door.
What are you arresting me for? I'm sitting here in my car. I'm just recording in case anything happens. I'm surrounded by 5 police officers.
You're being a jerk.
I'm scared right now. I'm not being a jerk. I'm recording it in case anything happens.
So you better hope they don't find something in your car, okay?
They're not searching my car
Well, I'm
because
gonna search your car.
At this juncture, Sergeant Becker informed Mr. Bright that he intended to search his car, despite Mr. Bright explicitly stating that he did not consent to any search, as he is not legally obligated to permit one without a warrant. Under the Fourth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, Mr. Bright is entitled to protection against unlawful searches and seizures. The Fourth Amendment clearly states the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue, but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. Sergeant Becker's attempt to conduct a search without Mr. Bright's consent, probable cause, or a warrant blatantly disregards these constitutional protections. Such actions not only violate federal law, but also undermine public trust in law enforcement. This approach, which could be perceived as gaslighting, is particularly concerning as it exploits the average person's potential unfamiliarity with their legal rights, therefore deepening the distress and gravity of the legal and ethical violations involved.
you're not searching my car.
Roll canine this way, please.
Bring the canines. I don't care, man. Like, I know my rights.
Hey, I hope so. I know what the law is.
I know the law. I'm an attorney, so I would hope I know the law.
And an Uber driver?
At this stage, Sergeant Becker has escalated the situation by calling in the K-9 unit, seemingly using this as a pretext to potentially obtain a warrant to search Mr. Bright's car. This action appears to be more about asserting dominance than enforcing the law. To assert his authority, Sergeant Becker tells Mr. Bright that he is well versed in the law and suggests that it would be in Mr. Bright's best interest to also understand the law. Upon discovering that Mr. Bright is not only an Uber driver but also an attorney, Sergeant Becker responds with a condescending smirk and says, "And an Uber driver?" This interaction highlights a dismissive attitude toward Mr. Bright's legitimate concerns and professional credentials.
And here, man.
An Uber driver.
You want my bar card?
I'm not.
Shoes on, bud. Put your shoes on.
Guess they're bringing the canines.
Check your outside.
Sir, can you tell me what this new law is that I'm not allowed to record?
I'm sorry?
He said that there's a law I'm not allowed to record the police. I just wanted to know what that new law is.
Well, you said you were an attorney, correct?
I am. I've never heard of this law that you're not allowed to record the police anymore. It must be brand new.
Okay, well, they just recently passed it, so.
Like super recently? Seems like a strange law.
In an attempt to challenge the officer's integrity, Mr. Bright inquires about the supposedly new law mentioned by the sergeant that prohibits civilians from recording police interactions, to which the deputy falsely agrees, claiming it was recently enacted. This conversation brings to light significant legal issues, particularly referencing North Carolina statute, Title 17-13-50, which states, "It is unlawful for an officer to 1. Refuse to answer a question relative to the reason for the arrest, 2. Answer the question untruthfully." This statute indicates that not only is Sergeant Becker infringing on Mr. Bright's rights by misleading him about recording laws, but he is also committing a felony by providing false information. Such actions by Sergeant Becker not only violate legal standards, but also compromise the ethical obligations expected of law enforcement officials.
Man, I showed him my way bill. I really am just driving Uber for some extra money. I don't know where these people are going to and from.
Really about me. Are these his?
You from the area?
Probably, they're not mine. I have nothing in my car. There's no drugs, there's no alcohol.
I didn't say you did.
Well, the other officer told me he's taking me to jail, so.
Did I say that?
No, your friend said that.
Okay. My friend?
I
you mean
assume
the sergeant?
the sergeant, your friend, somebody.
Okay. Just yours or his?
Probably his. Nothing is that's in here is mine. That's sitting right there. And he's going to pick it up from. Next thing I know, I'm surrounded by police.
Are you from the area here? You live here in Wilmington?
Yeah, I live here. I work at the courthouse.
Work at the courthouse?
Yeah.
Mr. Bright.
Yes.
How long have you been an Uber driver?
Mr. St. Pierre. A year and a half? 2 years
Okay.
maybe?
Have you been stopped a lot? It's probably why you've been stopped because you're an Uber driver, right? Because there's a lot of history on the vehicle.
On this vehicle there's history?
Yeah.
Not that I know of.
Okay. All right. So here's your license. We're going to wait for K9 because I don't know if you might have dumped something under the seat and you don't want us to look. So we're just going to have K9 come out and smell. And if they do an indication, if not, then you'll be on your way, okay?
Okay. I mean, if you threw something under the seat, it still has nothing to do with me. Like.
Okay, but it's in your car. I'm not saying it has anything to do with you, sir. I've never said that, did I?
No,
I asked you a
I
simple
feel like
question.
someone's gonna be under the car and you're gonna say, "I'm the driver. It's my vehicle. I'm responsible."
Negative, sir. I've never said that to you.
Okay.
Okay?
Can you understand my frustration? I'm
Sure
just
I
at
do.
work.
I should.
I-
I absolutely do.
All
What's
right.
your registration? Just hold on a minute, okay?
Thanks, man.
All right.
Can I look under my seat?
Pardon me?
Can I look under my seat to see if he threw anything under there?
Not right now.
Okay.
Yeah. What's your address on what's your address here? Is it on your registration?
Yeah. 4521 Yes Strokes.
All right, cool. All right. Make sure you get your
License changed?
Yeah.
So I'm maintaining 2
Are you a
active
student?
addresses. I get paid out to. No, I work at the courthouse here,
Okay.
but I get paychecks sent to Raleigh, so I have to maintain a Raleigh
What
address.
courtroom you work in? You work at 317?
317 or 200.
I think I've seen you there, yeah.
Or I'm in courtroom.
Okay.
I mean, I've been in that courtroom for like around 3 years now. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably
That's why
seen
you
me
look
out there.
familiar to me. Yeah. You just dress different.
Usually in a suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure you get that changed if you're going to stay in this area, though. Okay.
On the license. have it changed?
Yeah, it shows Raleigh.
So I still have all my paychecks sent to Raleigh, so they told me to just keep a Raleigh active address. Does it make a difference?
Keep it 2 addresses.
Yeah, I'm keeping 2 addresses.
You'll be fine.
Okay. Because yeah, that's still an active address that I receive mail at.
That'll work.
All right.
But I am working on it. Here you go. You know what I mean? How long you been working for Bobby? I've only done like
As the video concludes, the K9 unit arrives at the scene. Mr. Bright persistently questions Sergeant Becker and the K9 handler about the dog's specific signals for detecting narcotics, but they refuse to provide this information. The handler leads the dog around Mr. Bright's car once. The dog sniffs various parts of the vehicle but does not give any clear indication of detecting narcotics, merely following the handler's directions. Despite the lack of any signal from the dog, Sergeant Becker proceeds to enter Mr. Bright's vehicle without permission and conducts a thorough search. He examines all areas of the car, rummaging through the contents of the center console and the glove box. Additionally, Mr. Bright is told that he must also submit to a body search. Ultimately, the search yields nothing illegal either in the vehicle or on Mr. Bright's person. After the search, another officer informs Mr. Bright and his Uber passenger that they are free to leave. Mr. Bright expressed that his constitutional rights were violated when he was commanded to stop recording and when his vehicle was subsequently searched without his consent. He believes that the officers deliberately provided false information about the legality of recording police encounters. Sheriff McMahon reviewed the video recorded by Mr. Bright and acknowledged that the officers were incorrect in stating that recording the encounter was illegal. He affirmed that it is indeed legal for citizens to record police interactions and encouraged the public to exercise this right. As a consequence of the incident, the deputy involved has been counseled. Following an internal investigation, Sergeant Becker was demoted to the rank of corporal, although he was reinstated as sergeant the following year. The next day, he retired. Sergeant Becker is a 17-year veteran of the Wilmington Police Department. Next, on July 28, 2021, the Los Angeles Police Department received a distressing 911 call from a woman identifying herself as the cousin of NBA star Jackson Hayes' girlfriend. She reported a possible case of domestic abuse, stating that her cousin had sent text messages indicating that Mr. Hayes was being loud and violent, and that she was frightened by the situation. Now, let's listen to the 911 call.
Hey, stop.
You don't need a warrant.
No, you do need a warrant.
No, I don't.
You gotta come to the DNC and tell them everything's okay. You guys need a warrant to get in the house.
No, I don't.
I know my laws.
You're mistaken, sir. Step back.
You need a warrant to get in the house.
No, we don't.
No, you stay around. You know what?
That's a moment.
Come on, stop. Hey, stop. Jackson, please. Beg you. No, don't touch him.
Hey, back up.
Everything's good. Back up. We're fine. We're gonna talk. Stop touching him, man. That's my friend. Stop grabbing him. Don't grab him like that.
Any other vicinity, 2187, Mariano Street.
No, stop. Put it down. Put it down.
Step back. I'm gonna take you. Stop resisting. Or I'm gonna take you. Stop.
Hey, quit resisting.
Stop resisting.
Quit resisting.
Stop resisting. I'm gonna take you. Stop resisting. I'm gonna take you.
Responding from the station. Mariano.
Get through the upper.
Hey,
Stop.
yo,
Get your hands off me.
this is so. Hey, give me your badge numbers.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
and shoot him like that.
Stop resisting.
I am, bro. This whole thing on camera, guys. You guys up. Y'all just paid me. I have the whole thing on camera.
2187, 2187, what do you have?
I want to see the warrant.
Stop.
Bro, get off my order.
Am I new, Roger?
Babe, call me. I need a warrant.
Stop persisting. Well, I'm gonna taste you again. Stop persisting. Well, I'm gonna taste you again.
Mariano Street, there's 16 as well.
I am not moving this hazard.
Jack, stop talking, stop.
Me and you witness this story. I came out and talked to y'all, and y'all gonna tackle me like this, bro. Come on, this is not. Guys, you wouldn't even tell me what.
Roll. You gonna roll to your. You gonna roll to your side?
Tell me what you did.
Are you gonna roll to your side?
I can't wait.
Roll.
Stop pulling my arm. Stop! Stop right now! You will break my arm. Stop with his arm right there, bro.
2189,
Bring your right arm to your back. Bring your right arm.
This is my friend. What are y'all doing? I'm getting arrested for being at my own house. Look at all the blood and y'all doing to me, bro. What the Yo, hey, get all their bad charges. They are going to jail. Hey, get their bad charges. Get their bad charges. Get out. I see your badge. I'm not moving anyway. Because you guys are doing it wrong right now. I see your badge. What's your badge? You're supposed to protect yourself.
Based on the information from the call, it is apparent that the police understand there has been no physical abuse reported, nor is there any immediate threat to life, as it has been confirmed that Mr. Hayes does not possess any weapons. The situation seems to be an argument that may have been exaggerated. With this understanding, the 911 dispatcher dispatched units to the address, fully informed of the circumstances. The entire incident was recorded on the body cameras worn by the responding officers.
Relax.
Hey, stop.
You don't need a warrant.
No, you do need a warrant.
No, I don't.
You gotta come to the door and see and tell them everything's okay. You guys need a warrant to get in the house.
No, I don't.
I know my laws.
You're mistaken, sir. Step back,
You
please.
need a warrant to get in the house.
No, we don't.
No. You gonna stay around. You know what?
That's a moment.
Come on, stop. Hey, stop. Jackson, please. Thank you, please.
At this stage, Mr. Hayes is exercising his Fourth Amendment right by refusing to allow the police to enter his home. In California, as stated by the ACLU, individuals are not required to permit law enforcement officers to search their home or to respond to their questions. Furthermore, officers cannot obtain a warrant merely based on an individual's refusal to grant consent for a search, nor can they penalize someone for exercising this right.
No, don't touch him.
Hey, back up.
Everything's good. We're fine. We're gonna talk. Stop touching him, man. That's my friend. Stop grabbing him. Don't grab him like that.
Any unit in the vicinity, 2187, Mariano Street.
No, stop. Put it down.
Step back. I'm gonna taste you. Stop resisting. Well, I'm gonna take you. Stop.
Hey, quit resisting.
Stop resisting.
Quit resisting.
Stop resisting. I'm gonna taste you. Stop resisting. I'm gonna taste you.
The situation escalates as the officer, apparently agitated when his authority is challenged, attempts to arrest Mr. Hayes. During the attempt to subdue him, one officer uses a taser, which causes Mr. Hayes to fall to the ground. Immediately following this, another officer places his knee on Mr. Hayes' neck, an action that is not only dangerous, but also illegal under California law. Mr. Hayes can be heard repeatedly screaming, "I can't breathe." His cousin and girlfriend, witnessing the scene, are heard pleading with the police to stop, indicating the severity of the act. This method of restraint may violate several laws, including California Assembly Bill 392, which limits the use of deadly force by police officers to situations where necessary to defend against an imminent threat of death or serious injury to officers or others. Moreover, placing a knee on someone's neck could be considered a form of excessive force under the Fourth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, which protects individuals from unreasonable searches and seizures. This action by the officers, particularly in a non-lethal situation, clearly disregards these legal standards and highlights a critical need for adherence to established protocols governing the use of force.
Get your knee up.
Hey,
Stop!
yo,
Stop! Get your hands off me now!
listen, so, hey, give me your badge numbers.
Stop resisting! Stop resisting! Stop resisting!
Y'all niggas can walk up the house and shoot him like that.
Stop resisting!
I am, bro.
This whole thing's on camera, guys. You guys
Y'all just paid.
I have this whole thing on camera.
2187, 2173, what do you have?
Y'all don't want to talk to me. I want to see the warrant. Yo, what the warrant?
Stop!
Yeah, you say back up?
Get off my own.
Am I new, Roger?
Babe, call me.
Make it help call.
I need a warrant.
Stop resisting! Well, I'm gonna take you again! Stop resisting! Well, I'm gonna taste you again!
Mariano Street, there's 16 as well.
I am not moving this hazard.
Jack, stop talking, stop.
I came out, talked to y'all, and y'all go tackle me like this, bro.
Come on, this was not. Guys,
You wouldn't even tell me what
Roll. You gonna roll to your.
this did not go this
You
far.
gonna roll to your side?
tell me what you did.
Are you gonna roll to your side?
I can't wait.
Roll.
Stop! Stop right now!
You will break my arm.
Stop with his arm right there, bro!
21898,
Bring your right arm to your back.
Bro,
Bring your right arm.
this is my friend. What are y'all doing? I'm getting arrested for being at
Give me
my
your
own
arm.
house. Look at all the blood and y'all doing to me, bro. What the Yo, hey, get all their bad charges. They are going to jail.
Yeah.
Hey, get their bad charges. Get their bad charges. Get out.
I see your bag. I'm not moving anyway. Because you guys are doing it wrong right now. I see your bag. What's your bag?
You're supposed to perturb yourself.
What's your bag?
Perturb into
I see it, right? What's your name?
protect into bruh.
Yep.
No, get off my head like that. You lucky you have that gun.
Calling in a report 2292 Mariano Street.
He gonna shoot me. Look what you did. Look what you
Listen to what they say. Please.
did. Yo, leave me be, bro. This is my house.
To your side, move to your side.
First you tell me to get to my back and down to my side.
2187,
I'm gonna sit you
Where
down,
do you
alright?
want me to go?
I'm gonna sit you down,
Where
alright?
do you want me to go? I don't want to get tased and tackled. Get in my own house.
Sit down.
Bro, I'm just
Get up.
stand up on myself, yo. In my own.
Mr. Hayes was arrested and subsequently transported to a local hospital for medical evaluation. After being cleared by the attending physician, he was booked into an LA County jail on a charge of resisting arrest. In June of 2022, he pleaded guilty to misdemeanor counts of false imprisonment and resisting arrest. He received a sentence of 3 years of probation, 450 hours of community service, and was also ordered to pay an undisclosed penalty amount. During the incident, one officer sustained an injury to his elbow. He received treatment at a local hospital and was released on the same day. The following month, LAPD Chief Michael Moore announced that the department had initiated an investigation into the use of excessive force. This investigation was specifically launched to evaluate the application of force to Mr. Hayes' neck during the arrest, highlighting serious concerns regarding the methods used by the officers involved. In August 2017, the Fort Worth Police Department responded to a call from a woman seeking assistance concerning a domestic abuse situation. Sergeant Kenneth Pierce, accompanied by a rookie officer, was dispatched to address the situation. The entire incident was recorded on the body camera worn by the rookie officer. Under Texas law, specifically the Texas Family Code Section 71.004, domestic abuse is taken seriously, mandating law enforcement to respond promptly and effectively to ensure the safety of individuals threatened by such situations. This code outlines the duties of police officers in instances of family violence, ensuring that protective measures are properly enforced to safeguard victims.
Yes, call. Ma'am, can you step with me? Ma'am, can you come with me?
Yeah, I called. I'm fine.
Does he have a knife? Put your hands up.
Upon arriving at the address, the officers encounter both the man and the woman involved in the call. Despite the woman being the one who called 911 for help, the officers begin by searching the man and then unexpectedly instruct the woman to turn around for a search as well. This procedure is unusual and raises concerns, especially given that it is not standard practice to search a victim who has reported an incident. The fact that both the man and woman are black and the responding officers are white adds an additional layer of complexity, suggesting the possibility of racial profiling. Under Texas law, specifically the Code of Criminal Procedure, Article 14.03A3, officers have the authority to search a person without a warrant if they have reasonable suspicion to believe the individual has a weapon. However, absent any specific evidence or behavior suggesting a threat, these searches could be deemed unwarranted and discriminatory, warranting further investigation and potential corrective actions against the officers involved.
My baby is in the house.
Well, you're not under arrest.
I'm not going to no YouTube. No, ma'am.
Did you guys get into a fight?
No, we did not fight, but I mean,
y'all got the wrong people, man. Y'all coming for the wrong people, man.
no YouTube. No, ma'am.
Yeah, y'all going for the wrong
Well, we need to figure out what's going on.
No, y'all going for the wrong
We need to
people,
figure out
man.
what's going on. Ma'am, I need you to turn around.
No, ma'am. I'm not going
How old is your baby?
She's 5.
Okay.
I'm not
Well, I need to hear what's going on. Did you guys get into an argument? Can you talk to him?
Argument, man.
Why do you have a knife in your purse? Did he threaten you? Did he threaten you? What happened?
I just wanted him to leave.
Wanted him to leave to the...
He said that he wants to leave. No.
Why did you have a knife?
Because I'm not going to let nobody pick my double in or anything from my car. It's not happening.
Did he cause damage to your car?
No.
How do you know that he... What are you talking about reference to the car? Was he going to cause any damage?
Threaten me. Don't threaten anything.
So who is this to your... How are you guys related?
It's my boyfriend.
He's your boyfriend? So he doesn't stay here? Okay. Is your baby inside? Can we go in there? Well, I need to make sure the baby's okay.
She okay?
Well, I need to make sure the baby's okay.
Okay.
No, you're not gonna have the purse because your knife isn't here. Until you open the door, I want to make sure the kid is okay.
She alright?
It is highly unusual for the rookie officer to insist on needing to look inside the apartment to make sure the baby is okay. This pretext for entering the apartment raises suspicions that it may be an excuse to conduct a search of the woman's residence without a clear, lawful basis. Such an action would need to be justified by specific circumstances or evidence, which do not appear to be present in this scenario.
You're in there. I told y'all what I had.
I know, ma'am, but for your safety and my safety, I have to check.
I'm not trying to do anything to y'all.
Okay, you can...
At this point, both officers conducted an illegal search of the woman's handbag without her permission and without possessing a warrant. During this unauthorized search, they discovered a knife, which she might carry for personal protection, as is common for many women. Despite this, the officers' actions and demeanor indicate they have prematurely concluded her guilt. This is compounded by the fact that both the man and the woman assert that they did not make any emergency calls and that no incident occurred. Yet the officers continue to seek evidence of wrongdoing. This search violates Texas Penal Code Section 38.23, which stipulates that no evidence obtained in violation of the Constitution or laws of the state of Texas shall be admissible in court. It stipulates no evidence obtained by an officer or other person in violation of any provisions of the Constitution or laws of the state of Texas, or of the Constitution or laws of the United States of America, shall be admitted in evidence against the accused on the trial of any criminal case. The officer's actions not only undermine legal standards, but also the trust placed in law enforcement to act judiciously and lawfully.
It's no point in calling y'all if y'all gonna do all this. Come up here like I done something to y'all.
No, ma'am.
Look, I don't have to repeat myself. No, because y'all come up here on some more stuff, and that's my knife. I didn't stab nobody with it, so I can't have my knife there. Yeah. If he tried to kick my door in, I told the lady, yes, I did. I will. I don't have to handle anything.
Ma'am, I need your ID.
Now, Sergeant Pierce has begun to aggressively accuse the woman, who is vehemently denying his claims. She rightfully asserts that she has not used the knife found in her bag on anyone, and that it is not illegal for her to carry it for personal protection. Sergeant Pierce, possibly viewing her defense as a challenge to his authority, inappropriately escalates the confrontation by accusing her of having an attitude, a remark that is both unprofessional and unwarranted, especially since she is the alleged victim in this scenario. Moreover, the officers are now coercing her to provide identification, despite the fact that she has neither been detained nor formally accused of committing a crime. Under Texas law, specifically the failure to identify law in Texas, requires you to give your name, residence address, and date of birth to the police if they have lawfully arrested you. The failure to identify law also prohibits giving a fake name and other information to the police if they have detained you or if they believe you are a witness to a crime. This interaction appears to be a clear misuse of police authority, with the officers not adhering to the legal standards set forth by law enforcement conduct. The requirement to show identification only legally applies in situations of lawful arrest or detention, not merely at an officer's demand without just cause. Watch now as Sergeant Pierce blows this incident way out of proportion.
My child is here. Don't touch me. Get your hands off me. Baby, man, get your hands off me. Get your hands off me, man. Look, let me. Let my hair go. 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 I ain't done that to nobody. Let me go. Let me go. Hands on your back. Why? Give me the hand. My baby is in the house.
Sergeant Pierce escalates the situation dramatically by threatening the woman with arrest if she does not provide her identification, despite there being no lawful basis for such a demand at this point. He then attempts to physically subdue her, with the rookie officer grabbing her arm. Alarmingly, Sergeant Pierce proceeds to grab the woman by the neck and pin her against the wall, causing her to yell out in pain. He further intensifies the aggression by pulling her hair and forcibly moving her head from side to side, ignoring her pleas to stop. In a disturbing culmination of force, Sergeant Pierce instructs the rookie officer to use a taser on her, leading to her collapsing to the ground from the shock. This use of force may violate several laws. Under Texas Penal Code Section 9.51, an officer is only justified in using force if it is immediately necessary to make an arrest, and even then, the nature of the force must be reasonable relative to the situation. It states, a police officer or a person acting in a peace officer's presence and at his direction is justified in using force against another when and to the degree that the actor reasonably believes the force is immediately necessary to make or assist in making an arrest or search, or to prevent or assist in preventing escape after arrest. The actions taken by Sergeant Pierce could also contravene federal laws, specifically Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which stipulates, "No person in the United States shall, on the ground of race, color, or national origin, be excluded from participation in, be denied the benefits of, or be subjected to discrimination under any program or activity receiving federal financial assistance." This prohibits discrimination on the grounds of race, color, or national origin, as the aggressive tactics employed suggest potential racial profiling and police brutality. The situation is made even more dire as the woman informs the officers that her children are alone inside the apartment, highlighting the reckless disregard for the welfare of her family. This incident not only demonstrates a profound disrespect for the legal rights of individuals, but also suggests a serious abuse of police authority, warranting immediate investigation and appropriate disciplinary action.
You get it again, give me your hand. You want to stand for
For the arrested person.
I'm resisting.
She's been tased.
Behind my back. Behind my back, let me go.
Quit grabbing.
I ain't grabbing nobody. Let me get off me, man. Don't kiss my arm. Don't kick my keys, man. My lady's in the house.
She's under arrest. Take her down to the car.
I haven't even done nothing wrong.
I'm gonna beat you up.
Sir, I haven't even done nothing wrong.
I'll call med stuff so they can take him off.
I'm gonna push you over this way, okay?
Just help me get up. My staff's in the house. Can I call my brother?
No, man, we tried to be nice to you. I was still listening to you. You still told me that he was threatening you. I believe what you were saying. I was believing in you until you had to have that stupid attitude.
Y'all want to treat me like this.
You need to get down before I take you up there.
At this point, the rookie officer is heard issuing a threat to the woman, stating that if she does not continue moving down the stairs, she will punch your face. This stark and troubling comment speaks volumes about the severity and inappropriateness of the conduct being displayed.
Be careful there.
The charges initially pressed against the woman were quickly dismissed following the incident. In response to the events, the Fort Worth Police Department conducted a thorough internal investigation into the use of force during the encounter. As a result of the findings, Fort Worth Police Chief Joel Fitzgerald made the decision to terminate Sergeant Kenneth Pierce, a 22-year veteran of the police force, on August 14, 2017. This action underscored the department's commitment to accountability and maintaining high standards of conduct among its officers. However, in a subsequent development, Sergeant Pierce was rehired by the department in January 2019, a decision that brought additional scrutiny and discussion regarding the standards and procedures for disciplinary actions within the force. Next, on January 16, 2017, an incident occurred involving the arrest of Paul Edward Branch, a black man, by several deputies from the Knox County Sheriff's Office. The body cam footage captures Mr. Branch, who was shirtless, surrounded by 4 to 5 deputies. He was arrested on charges of public intoxication. Under Tennessee Penal Code, the law states, a person commits the offense of public intoxication who appears in a public place under the influence of a controlled substance analog, or any other intoxicating substance. A violation of this section is a Class C misdemeanor. The footage shows him standing with his hands behind his back, facing his vehicle. Despite this, the officers involved attempt to provoke a scuffle, with unclear justification for their actions as seen in the footage. They incorrectly command Mr. Branch to place his hands behind his back, threatening to use a taser on him even though his hands are already positioned as requested. This interaction raises serious concerns, particularly because it could be perceived as racially motivated, given that the officers are white and Mr. Branch is black. This scenario potentially violates Tennessee law, which mandates that law enforcement officers must use force only when necessary and in a manner that is proportional to the threat presented. Specifically, Tennessee Code Annotated Section 40-7-108 states that an officer may use all the necessary means to effect an arrest, but must not use excessive or unnecessary force. The threat to deploy a taser in this context, where Mr. Branch is compliant, could constitute an excessive and unnecessary use of force, suggesting a clear violation of this statute. This situation underscores the need for further investigation and possible disciplinary actions against the officers involved.
Put your hand behind your back right now.
Behind your back, Taser.
Get his legs.
Several officers have now deployed their tasers on Mr. Branch, using them approximately a total of 10 times over a period extending beyond 1 minute. This excessive use of force clearly constitutes police brutality. Such actions demand immediate and rigorous intervention by the judicial system to ensure that justice is served swiftly and appropriately. In fact, KCSO's policy treats stun gun usage much the same as the use of deadly force in that a deputy's decision to deploy a taser must be objectively reasonable under the circumstances. KCSO specifically limits taser use to situations in which a deputy is in a physical confrontation with a suspect or is trying to protect either another deputy or another person who is in a physical confrontation with the suspect. It bars deputies from deploying a taser as punishment.
No. Just leave him there. Please do this.
Save it to like a
He's hot.
Get up right now. Focus. I don't know what's going on.
You got shackles?
Get higher.
Yes. Can you get
Guys,
them?
got anything?
You okay? I'm good.
Alright,
That's all. I was just trying to get you to keep cycling because you.
I feel everything.
You're good.
I can knock just that hand.
What do you think we were trying to do? I knew he was going to get squirrely. That's why I wanted him out of the truck.
Alright?
God dang.
Get out of your way.
What are you doing? Calm down.
Come on.
Just stay on him. We got shackles coming. I got his legs.
What do you think?
I got it.
Don't see nothing. That's your right.
Oh, Jesus.
Can I sit in the car, sir?
No. You just need to hang out and chill right now.
Not doing anything. That's your right.
Warrants issued against Mr. Branch for public intoxication and resisting arrest claim that he resisted by pulling away and not giving his hands, according to Deputy Saw's report. Mr. Branch, 31, who has no prior criminal record, has filed a lawsuit against the sheriff's office. Represented by attorneys John Barnes and Stephen McGrath, the lawsuit filed in U.S. District Court accuses the deputies of using excessive force. It also alleges that the Knox County Sheriff's Office did not take appropriate disciplinary action against Deputy Saw and Deputy Gomez, both of whom remain on active duty. Be sure to check out our previous video where we cover another outrageous police encounter